Good morning, America. Toxic air in major cities, the latest on the Epstein files, and a game-changing deal for football fans. Smoke coast to coast. At least 10 states from Minnesota to Delaware on alert for toxic smoke. More than 700 wildfires burn in Canada. Right now, 2 major American cities in the top 10 for worst air quality in the world. Ginger tells us where the smoke is moving as extreme heat fuels critical fire danger conditions out west. The smoke prompting flight delays. Ginger and our team tracking it all.
Texas showdown heats up. Will the state Supreme Court get involved as the president weighs in?
Should the FBI get involved?
Well, they may have to. They may have to.
With the midterms approaching.
What sources say Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell told the Justice Department about Donald Trump. Now, will a transcript of the meeting be released as former President Bill Clinton and others are subpoenaed?
Aquarium encounter. A young boy grabbed by a giant octopus, leaving these marks behind. How this happened and how the aquarium is responding.
Titan catastrophe.
When we looked at the evidence, the board feels it was actually predictable.
The new report after 5 people were killed when the submersible imploded on a trip to see the Titanic. Why investigators placed the blame on the OceanGate CEO, and new details on how he pushed his submersible to the limit.
The carbon fiber and titanium, there's a rule you don't do that. Well, I did.
Heat heist. The investigation into a former Miami Heat security guard and retired Miami police officer accused of selling stolen memorabilia for millions.
James will try another 3. Puts it in!
Including a LeBron James jersey.
UC News, why your morning glass of OJ might taste a little different.
Game changer.
Throws, he got it! Touchdown, Kelsey!
Are you ready for some football? We're breaking down what the blockbuster deal between ESPN and the NFL means for fans.
It's that time of week. Hi, everyone, and welcome to NFL Red Zone.
And how you watch Red Zone. And are you ready for Sam in Miami?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Live from New York City and Miami, it's Wednesday. Good morning, America.
Lots of cities this morning. Good morning, America. Hope you all are doing well. Great to be here with Rebecca and Deborah here in the studio.
Great to see
Sam,
you.
what's happening down there?
Well, George, hi to everybody, first of all. And you know, Miami is a world-class cultural phenomenon. So I need you guys to get your hats, get your sunscreen, because I can't wait to throw you in the convertible and drive through these incredible neighborhoods. I want to show you the new Miami.
That's Sam.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. We're going to have more from you later. Also, you're going to break down this new headline on mortgage rates.
Big changes for buyers and sellers coming
But
up.
first we begin with the smoke from Canadian wildfires, putting at least 10 states on alert right now. Yesterday, American cities like New York, Chicago, and Detroit ranked among the worst in the world in air quality. Extreme heat is fueling fires out west. Of course, Ginger's standing by to track that. Stephanie Ramos starts us off. Good morning, Stephanie.
George, good morning. There are some hazy skies right now from the Great Lakes to the northeast. The air quality here in New York City has improved a bit, but that smoky air from the Canadian wildfires is really impacting millions of people across the country.
Toxic smoke from more than 700 Canadian wildfires blanketing parts of the U.S. again, and some major cities are seeing some of the worst air quality in the world. This is the haze hanging over New York City Tuesday.
Sounds like none of us should be outside right now.
Detroit, even worse, ranked 4th in the world for worst air quality. You can barely see the buildings. It's prompted local and state leaders to call on Canada to do more in dealing with the wildfire battle. This air is especially tough on people who already have trouble breathing.
I always recommend my asthmatics to carry their albuterol pump when the air quality is bad and to have it on them because it can happen at any moment.
This could really affect people.
100%. Especially if they're outside for greater than 30 minutes. Anybody. You could develop allergy symptoms, itchy eyes, watery nose, sneezing, and if you have any chronic disease, worsening of your chronic disease.
Meanwhile, the FAA is slowing down flights into cities like Denver and Las Vegas due to low visibility as a result of wildfires here in the U.S. In the West, the Gifford Fire in California has now scorched nearly 84,000 acres, threatening more than 800 homes across Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo counties. Fire crews are stretched thin, and the air isn't just smoky, it's dangerous.
Air quality alerts are in place right now for portions of 10 states from Delaware all the way to Minnesota. Now, those who have breathing issues, any type of respiratory issues, should avoid being outdoors for now. Rebecca?
Yeah, it's good advice, Stephanie. Thank you. We want to bring in Ginger now with where this smoke is heading. Good morning, Ginger.
Hey, good morning. I just checked the air quality index, the AQI in Chicago. It's at 148, which is just short of the beyond unhealthy for sensitive groups and into unhealthy for everybody group. And so you see the sky there in Chicago. You're going to be dealing with it today again. That's why you have those air quality alerts until midnight, right up through Green Bay, through the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, the Arrowhead of Minnesota, northern Michigan, over to the Poconos and Catskills. And I think that's where we'll see a lot of it today into Vermont, New Hampshire. Some of those Massachusetts air quality alerts are going to be up through today. But we will see this ocean breeze kind of take over on the front end of this high. The high is responsible for this, by the way. It brought cooler, drier air, but also filtered in that smoke. And now the smoke's just hanging around. And so we will be seeing it intermittently through the end of the week and through the weekend for some people. So you look at, say, Thursday, 6 p.m., Virginia Beach, even up to Pittsburgh, starting to see some of those hazy skies. And a check on the west real quick, red flag warnings, low humidities, gusty winds. That's bad for fighting fires and for fire starts. Extreme heat not making it easy there in Arizona and California.
All right, and there was another earthquake on the East Coast yesterday. I didn't feel it. Did anyone feel it?
I did not
I was
feel
in
it,
the
but I
car,
heard about it.
Yeah. So we know it happened. We might not have felt it. Tell us about that.
Right, and so we get them every 2 to 3 years in the Northeast on the Mid-Atlantic Northeast fault line. The difference is, and people yesterday were like, we are so California. We've got smoke in the sky and we've got earthquakes happening. Very different here. Even a small earthquake is felt up to 10 times larger of an area than it would out west, and that's because our crust is older.
Ginger, thanks very much. We're going to turn to the latest on the showdown in Texas over redrawing the state's congressional map. President Trump is now saying that he wants the FBI to go after Democratic lawmakers who've left the state to stop a vote on the measure, as Democratic governors make plans to counter the GOP moves. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce has the story. Good morning, Mary.
Hey, George, good morning. Well, Texas Republicans are now doing basically everything they can to try and force these Democratic lawmakers who fled the state to return so they can vote on this new electoral map. And now President Trump is upping the pressure on them, even telling me the FBI may need to get involved to bring them back. This morning, well aware of his party's narrow majority in Congress and the midterms approaching, President Trump is now arguing Republicans are entitled to more seats in Texas simply because he won this state.
I won Texas. I got the highest vote in the history of Texas, as you probably know, and we are entitled to 5 more seats.
But the congressional map is not linked to presidential races. Instead, it's usually tied to the once-a-decade census. Still, the president pushing for a new Texas map to give Republicans 5 new seats in Congress. But a vote can't happen without Democrats present, and dozens have fled the state. Texas Governor Abbott has already threatened to arrest them. Now he's calling on the state Supreme Court to remove the top Democrat, Jean Wu, from office. Wu responding, saying history will judge this moment. It will show a governor who used the law as a weapon to silence his people, and it will show those of us who stood for a higher principle. Republican Senator John Cornyn now calling for the FBI to get involved. I asked the president if he supports the idea.
Do you want the federal government and the FBI to help locate and arrest these Texas Democrats who have left the state?
Well, I think they've abandoned the state.
Should the FBI get involved?
Well, they may have to. They may have to.
But Democrats standing firm.
There's others that are saying and warning us that they're going to arrest us or make us pay fines. I'll pay that price for America.
And there's now real concern that this could grow into a tit for tat. The Democratic governors of California and New York are now threatening to change their congressional districts in retaliation to Texas. Meanwhile, the Republican governor of Indiana says that Vice President J.D. Vance is visiting the state tomorrow and that they will likely discuss redistricting in that state. George.
Could see a change in Maryland as well. Okay, Mary, thanks very much. We're going to move now to the move from HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to stop funding research into the mRNA vaccine, which is instrumental in the fight against COVID. Dr. Taryn Arula is here. So this is about $500 million in federal funding that is going to be stopped. What does it mean?
Yeah, so RFK announced yesterday that after reviewing the science and talking to experts and reviewing investments, they will, as you mentioned, be halting 22 projects worth $500 million in mRNA vaccine development. No more mRNA vaccines will be developed. Now, we know these vaccines came into existence essentially in 2020 during COVID. They work differently from traditional vaccines. So traditional vaccines use either a killed or inactivated or weakened form of a virus. The mRNA essentially takes a DNA or RNA, so genetic material, gives it to you, and you make a protein that then is part of the virus. So when you see the virus, you're able to attack it. The mRNA viruses can be produced very quickly and rapidly, which is why they were so helpful in the setting of a pandemic. And this is part of what public health experts worry about. They say, look, mRNA vaccines are safe. They can be produced rapidly. They have saved millions of lives. And we are using them to do research on things like HIV and cancer and RSV and CMV and all kinds of other viruses, even the flu virus. So that this is going to leave us very vulnerable. This is potentially a dangerous decision, according to many health experts. RFK, on the other hand, saying that they are going to be investing in what they think are safer and broader types of vaccine platforms, whole vaccines, which is essentially what we've been using in the past.
Right, but he said that these were ineffective against respiratory viruses. That's not true.
I think many public health experts would agree with you that that is not true.
So what does this mean for COVID as we're facing another season?
This does not mean anything for the current vaccines that are in existence. The flu vaccine is not an mRNA vaccine. So for most Americans, this doesn't affect us right now or in the incoming season of respiratory infections. But I think, again, this is really where are we going in the future? And I think it's a very difficult and unnerving time for many Americans and many in science.
Dr. Narula, thanks very much. Deb?
Okay, George, thank you. Well, now to the latest on the maneuvering around the Jeffrey Epstein case. We're learning that the White House may release the transcript of a lengthy interview with Epstein's co-conspirator conducted by a top Justice Department official. Our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky, is here with that story. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Deb. Ghislaine Maxwell sought the meeting with the Justice Department as she seeks a reprieve from her 20-year prison sentence. What she said may have delivered.
It was an unusual two-day encounter between the country's #2 law enforcement official and a convicted sex trafficker. And this morning, sources tell ABC News Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell, said nothing harmful about President Trump. Maxwell, who was sentenced to 20 years for enabling Epstein's abuse of underage girls, arranged the 9-hour meeting in Tallahassee with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. Sources familiar with the meeting's contents tell us Maxwell said Trump did nothing in her presence that caused concern. At the conclusion of the interview, we asked Maxwell's attorney if she told the Justice Department what Trump would want to hear.
Did she or you have an ask of the Deputy Attorney General?
No. There have been no asks and no promises, and nothing like that has been made.
President Trump has not ruled out a pardon. A week after the meeting, Maxwell was transferred from a federal prison in Florida to a minimum security women's camp in Texas, an unusual place to house a sex offender. President Trump was asked whether he authorized that move.
I didn't talk to him about it, but I will tell you that whatever he asked would be totally appropriate, and it's not an uncommon thing to do that.
Sources tell ABC News the Justice Department is now considering releasing a transcript of the meeting between Blanche and Maxwell. The Trump administration has refused to release its full Epstein files. Now the Republican-led House Oversight Committee has subpoenaed the Justice Department for them. The committee also subpoenaed 10 former government officials, including President Bill Clinton, inquiring about the Epstein investigation, prolonging a controversy Trump has tried to end.
Clinton has said he knew nothing of Epstein's crimes. This morning, sources tell ABC News Vice President J.D. Vance is expected to host senior administration officials tonight for dinner to talk about a possible release of the transcript of the Maxwell meeting. Another sign, George, of how the Epstein controversy has consumed the White House.
Aaron Katersky, thanks. We're going to turn now to a huge media deal involving ESPN. It's buying the NFL's media properties, including the popular Red Zone channel. ESPN and WWE have reached a landmark agreement. Launch date for all this, August 21st. We'll brief you with the details.
Oh, yeah, George, this is big news. Good morning to you. With the NFL preseason kicking off tomorrow, massive, unprecedented news sending the sports world spinning. ESPN, our sister company under the Walt Disney umbrella, is acquiring the NFL network and other NFL media assets. In exchange, the NFL will take a 10% equity stake in ESPN. Disney CEO Bob Iger saying the announcement, quote, paves the way for the world's leading sports media brand and America's most popular sport to deliver an even more compelling experience for NFL fans in a way that only ESPN and Disney can. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell saying the deal will provide, quote, more NFL football for more fans in new and innovative ways. So, some more particulars of the deal. ESPN will acquire and integrate the NFL's fantasy football product. So now the ESPN version is the official fantasy football product of the league. And in a separate but related deal, the NFL agreed to license ESPN content and other IP from ESPN that will air on NFL networks. So ESPN now owns and operates the NFL network and will now get to show 3 additional NFL games per season. That brings the grand total to 28. But what about Red Zone, you ask?
Yeah, what about that?
The phenomenally popular action-packed channel that whips around the league to show viewers all the most exciting stuff from every game as it happens. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. ESPN will own broad rights to Red Zone, but the NFL will continue to operate it as it has been doing. So the biggest stuff is ESPN owns and runs the NFL network now. Red Zone should be the same as it has been, and the NFL gets 10% equity in ESPN, which is the first time a major sports league has had part ownership of a broadcast partner. And because of the size of the deal, it will require regulatory approval. Both sides note the deal is not yet done as they work out a couple more agreements. It applies for the 2026 season. Once it does go through, ESPN will own the branding rights to Red Zone, which means you could soon see college football Red Zone, college basketball Red Zone. Guys, how about a little GMA Red Zone? This is how it would look. Let me walk over to the quad box here. This is GMA Red Zone. Up here, we've got Deals and Steals. We've got Brad trying to dunk on the little hoop. We've got the control room humming, and Sam, of course, has brought coffee. So this is what you could get with GMA Red Zone. ESPN and NFL fans are going to get a whole bunch of amazing things coming their way if the deal goes through starting next season.
How did Will do on all those business details?
I'm very, very impressed.
I feel
Super
like
impressed.
I had to keep notes.
There's a lot there, but the bottom line is this is a big deal that is
bigger and better.
Bigger and better, going to benefit a lot of people.
Okay, thank you, Will. Coming up on GMA, Sam is tracking the investigation on what's believed the largest sports theft ever. Hey, Sam.
Yeah, hey, George, add this to the GMA Red Zone box. We are live in Miami. Legends like LeBron James have represented this incredible town, but we have new information on the man who's thought to be at the center of what could be the largest memorabilia heist in sports history. Authorities say he scored millions of dollars worth of stolen team memorabilia. That story coming up, Rebecca.
A wild story, Sam. Also ahead, how a young boy was grabbed by a giant octopus at an aquarium. Now his mom and the facility are facing off.
And breaking at 8, why your morning glass of orange juice might just taste a little different. Coming up, Heidi Klum is here live in our studio. We're talking Project Runway. We'll be right back with her and so much more.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Welcome back to GMA, and I'm just getting so distracted by Gloria Estefan. Remember the sound machine swaying to that in Miami? Well, Gloria is going to be here live at GMA in just a few weeks, and what a sound she has. But also the sound of Sam Champion's laughter in Miami is something I can't forget either. He's got a lot to show us. It's all next in our next hour.
Sam's got to get out of that car and join the conga line right now.
We'll check in with him in a little bit. First new at 7:33 people have now died from Legionnaire's disease outbreak in Upper Manhattan. A total of 67 cases have been reported in Harlem. It's affecting a small group of apartment buildings. Remediation has been completed at 11 cooling towers that initially tested positive for the bacteria. Also, President Trump's top envoy is in Moscow to meet with Russian officials to push for an end to the war in Ukraine ahead of a Friday deadline the president set for imposing new sanctions on Russia if it does not agree to a peace deal. The president said he'll make a decision on the sanctions based on the results of the talks.
Also, Oscar winner Francis Ford Coppola is in the hospital in Italy. The Godfather director gave us an update overnight, posting on social media, "I am well." The 86-year-old also writing, he's taking an opportunity while in Rome to do the update of my 30-year-old AFib procedure. We wish him a speedy recovery there. And McDonald's is bringing back the grown-up sized Happy Meal, including fries, a drink, and your choice of a quarter pounder with cheese or 10 McNuggets. In addition, you'll get a toy figure of one McDonaldland character. The meal is now available nationwide on August 12th. The franchise is hoping for a boost so you can race out and get that.
Okay.
George. Or all the Peter Pans of the world can
Big
have
Macs
their...
or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go to Miami now, where the story of a retired police officer working as a security guard for the Miami Heat has been charged in one of the biggest sports memorabilia heists ever, accused of stealing team merchandise, including a LeBron James jersey, that later sold for millions. Sam Champion has the details. Hey, Sam.
Hey, good morning again, George. George, yeah, raising eyebrows with the "how could this have happened" file. The former Heat employee accused of stealing hundreds of game-worn jerseys and then turning around in other items as well and selling them online. This may have been the tip-off at prices that were far below their market value. This morning, the FBI is investigating a former Miami Heat security officer after authorities say he scored millions of dollars worth of stolen team memorabilia.
This is one of the largest, if not the largest, memorabilia heists in the history of this country.
Investigators identifying the suspect as 62-year-old Marcos Perez. The retired Miami police officer now faces federal charges after authorities say he stole and sold official Miami Heat memorabilia believed to be the largest sports theft ever. They say that Perez, pictured in this 2014 photo he posted online wearing his police uniform, worked as a security officer for the Heat from 2016 to 2021 and used his arena security clearance to access an equipment room at the Kaseya Center to steal more than 400 game-worn jerseys intended for a future team museum during his employment.
This person was taking them and selling them.
Wade fakes, pulls up. It's good.
Allegedly among them, a jersey LeBron James wore in the NBA Finals. Authorities say the suspect sold it for approximately $100,000. That same jersey later sold at Sotheby's auction for nearly $3.7 million. NBA insider Amin El Hassan first reported the story on the Dan Le Batard show just last month. He says it was the sports memorabilia community that alerted the feds.
What red flagged it within the memorabilia community is you never see people with this much stuff.
All right, so Perez has waived indictment and will forfeit, he says, any proceeds he allegedly made during the selling of that memorabilia. Guys?
Okay, Sam, thanks very much.
All right,
Deb?
Sam, thank you. Well, now to the new report on the Titan submersible tragedy. You may remember that 5 people were killed when that sub imploded. The investigation found fault with the company behind the Titan and the man who is at the helm. Gio Benitez is here with the details. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, Deb, good morning. Yeah, the eyes of the world were on this story. A group of sightseers and explorers going down to the wreckage of the Titanic in a vessel that raised major red flags within the sub industry. And now this morning, the striking details. This morning, the damning assessment from the U.S. Coast Guard into the 2023 Titan submersible disaster that killed 5 people.
This incident was, from the board's view, absolutely preventable. And when we looked at the evidence, the board feels it was actually predictable.
In a 335-page report, investigators placing the blame squarely on OceanGate and its CEO, Stockton Rush, saying the primary cause was their failure to follow established engineering protocols for safety, testing, and maintenance of their submersible. Investigators believe the Titan imploded shortly after the dive began, killing all 5 passengers instantly, including Rush. The report also detailing how Rush flouted industry standards as he pushed his submersible to the limit.
Carbon fiber and titanium, there's a rule you don't do that. Well, I did.
Accusing him of threatening whistleblowers and ignoring or concealing safety concerns as the Titan's hull grew weaker with each dive.
If somehow the master of the vessel had survived this incident, the board feels that that would have raised to a level that should be looked at for seaman's manslaughter.
Responding to the findings, OceanGate offered condolences to the families of those who died, noting the company permanently wound down operations following the incident while fully cooperating with the investigation. The family of father and son passengers Shahzada and Suleiman Dawood saying in a statement, "We hope this tragedy serves as a turning point and one that drives meaningful reform, rigorous safety standards, and effective oversight within the submersible industry." And investigators said Stockton Rush did everything he could to avoid regulation. One employee testified that if the Coast Guard gave him any problem, Rush said he would just buy himself a congressman to make it all go away.
Wow. Okay, Gio. Thank you.
Thanks, Gio. Well, we're going to turn now to some better news for the housing market. Home mortgage rates hit a 10-month low. The average 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is now 6.58%. It fell and is continuing to fall after last Friday's weak jobs report increased the likelihood the Fed will cut interest rates next month. That sent mortgage rates to their lowest level in those 10 months. Now, in real terms, your monthly payment at today's rates on a $435,000 home would cost about $2,570. At the start of the spring selling season, when rates were above 7%, that same home would have cost you about $2,700 a month. That's $100 more a month. So you have more purchasing power now. And in a market where there are hundreds of thousands more home sellers than buyers, real estate experts recommend that buyers attempt to use this window of opportunity to negotiate home prices down, ask for concessions, and then, guys, if rates continue to fall, you can obviously go back and refinance your loan. The other thing to keep in mind here is that we're heading towards the end of this selling season. Prices are near record highs. They might start to come down a bit as well.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Now, with an encounter between a little boy and an octopus at a Texas aquarium that left marks on the 6-year-old's arm, the mom is blaming the aquarium. The aquarium is pointing a finger at the mom. Morgan Norwood is here with the story. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning to you, Rebecca. What started as a playful visit just like this turned into a terrifying moment for 6-year-old Leo when that octopus latched on and then wouldn't let go. This touch tank saga is growing more tentacles this morning, with both the aquarium and mom pointing the finger at each other.
This morning, the San Antonio Aquarium is blaming a Texas mom for that now viral encounter between her 6-year-old and a giant Pacific octopus in the touch tank.
It felt like my mom and the octopus were playing tug-of-war with my arm.
The octopus latching onto Leo's arm, leaving these marks behind. Brittany Tarrant sharing her son's frightening experience on TikTok. Her video viewed millions of times.
I had no reason to believe that this would happen.
She says her goal has always been to advocate for the octopus and push for safer conditions.
If they don't want anyone leaning over the glass, they need to have a sign there that says, "Do not lean over the glass."
But the San Antonio Aquarium is now painting a different picture, issuing a statement that places blame on her, saying reaching the octopus requires a person to fully lean over the wall of the enclosure. In this instance, the guest leaned her child over the exhibit barrier, allowing him to reach into the habitat without staff supervision. Going on to say our staff responded promptly to assist. Brittany is pushing back, claiming there were no employees staffing the exhibit at the time and that the octopus latched on with enough force that it eventually took 3 employees to remove it.
It was probably just exploring and wasn't trying to do anything overly aggressive. But the thing is that doesn't take away from the impact that can have on this kid or this family. So we don't want to minimize that.
And as for Leo, he's doing better, but is still thinking about that octopus, hoping it's okay.
Leo's goal in all of this has been to make his octopus have a better rest of its life.
And so the aquarium also claims that mom declined medical assistance for Leo, but she says it was never offered. They say that the octopus is healthy and well cared for, saying that the animals are highly intelligent and curious creatures, also what that expert pointed out as well. But you got to give it up to Leo. He had such a good attitude.
Sweet little Leo.
So you're allowed to touch, but
yes,
only if someone's there to
only
help.
with the staffer. That's what the aquarium is saying this morning.
Thank you, Morgan. Music means play of the day. Will Reed means play of the day.
And play of the day usually means dogs around here, and that's what we got for you today. It's a lovely story. We were just talking about how we love dogs with human names. How about dogs with human names that do great for other human beings? These are some very important pups. We are highlighting some caring canines making a difference for kids at Children's Memorial Hermann Hospital in Houston, Texas. The hospital has just introduced not one, but 2 4-legged friends to their staff. There they are, Steven and Boris. A golden retriever and a golden retriever lab mix. Couldn't get better than that. Boris and Steven will be walking the floor of the oncology unit, pediatric heart center, and the hospital's outpatient clinic. The hospital is saying their many jobs will include demonstrating procedures, medical play, helping with physical therapy, and most importantly, easing anxiety during what can be a scary time for many young patients. They've gone through 6 months of training before officially graduating as service animals, all to help kids who need them most.
That's great.
Stephen and Boris.
And those are serious names.
They
for
are.
Playful pups.
Exactly. Boris. Don't mess with Boris.
I just got to look what Fig is going to look like because she's a golden retriever lab mix.
Lucky
and I see
you.
what she's going to look like all grown up. Project Runway host Heidi Klum is here. That's coming up.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Smoke coast to coast. At least 10 states from Minnesota to Delaware on alert for toxic smoke. More than 700 wildfires burn in Canada. Right now, 2 major American cities are in the top 10 for worst air quality in the world. Ginger tells us where the smoke is going as extreme heat fuels critical fire danger conditions out west.
Blake Lively's new accusation.
I want to see you again.
Now you see me.
You know what I mean.
After facing Justin Baldoni in a recent deposition, why the actress's lawyers say his team leaked her testimony.
And Heidi Klum is here.
I see you all on the runway.
Talking Project Runway, the show that never goes out of style. You know, I can't wait to talk fashion. As Heidi says,
Good morning, America! Mwah! I'm excited to be here.
Live from New York City and Miami, it's Wednesday. Good Morning America.
What a great good morning there from Heidi Klum. We're excited to have her here as well.
Yes, we are. One day you're in, and the next day you're here with us at GMA. Sam is with us in Miami. We cannot wait to see his tour of some of Miami's hottest neighborhoods.
and probably hottest looks known
Yes,
as Sam.
yes.
Also ahead, Dr. Tara Narula is here to tell us about a new study about ultra-processed foods.
First look at the top stories breaking at 8. We start with the smoke from Canadian wildfires, putting at least 10 states on alert right now. This comes as extreme heat fuels fires out west. Ginger, of course, is tracking it. Good morning, Ginger.
Hey, good morning. We've been stuck in this blocked pattern, and that's really where we're seeing the smoke along that high pressure system, but also the cool and really wet weather in the southeast, and then the severe storms in the northern plains. So let's talk about what's going to happen today. Philadelphia, we've got a shot from there this morning. They have moderate air quality. They're no longer in the air quality alerts, but those air quality alerts exist to their west. The Poconos and Catskills will feel a lot of that today. Parts of Connecticut will still see it. Back to Syracuse. And yes, this morning, Chicago waking up with an unhealthy for sensitive groups. And really, their AQI was 148 when I checked this morning. That's really bad. So you don't want to have prolonged exposure to that. But watch what happens. We're going to get this easterly wind. Still going to see the smoke in New York through this afternoon. But then it starts to clear tonight. And it pushes some of it to the mid-Atlantic. Virginia Beach could end up seeing some of it. This is by Thursday night. A quick look at the fires. We've got many that we're tracking. The Gifford fire, more than 83,000 acres. And there's the fire danger today. Rebecca.
All right, Ginger, thank you. We turn now to the war of words between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. New allegations from the actress's legal team accusing Baldoni's lawyers of leaking details from her recent deposition. Janae Norman is here with the details. Good morning, Janae.
Rebecca, good morning. We are getting an inside look at the smear campaign Blake Lively's attorneys claim that Justin Baldoni and his team of lawyers are involved in amid their ongoing legal battles. This comes just days after Lively provided testimony in her deposition last Thursday, the latest legal proceedings since she filed a sexual harassment complaint against Baldoni back in December. Baldoni, you may remember, filed a $400 million countersuit against Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, accusing them of extortion and defamation. That was thrown out back in June. Now, after last week's deposition, Lively's legal team says that Baldoni's attorneys filed a motion to the judge and, quote, immediately leaked details from the deposition to the tabloid media. Her attorneys, citing reporting from TMZ and the Daily Mail, saying Baldoni's team had the goal of creating a media circus around Miss Lively's deposition and sought to have a draft of the 292-page transcript from her testimony filed publicly, they say with no legal reason to do so. They claim, amongst other things, that this tactic has a quote, untold chilling effect that serves to silence other sexual harassment victims. We've reached out to Baldoni's team. They haven't gotten back to us. Deb.
All right, Janae, thank you. We are going to turn now to why your morning glass of orange juice might taste just a little different. Rhiannon Alley is here with all the details. Break it down for us, Rhiannon.
Good morning, Deborah. Who doesn't love a tall, cold glass of orange juice? For many, it's a breakfast staple, but
Is orange juice really healthy? Now the FDA is targeting the sweet drink under new regulations from the Trump administration. The admin proposing yesterday that orange juice be made with less sugary oranges. The FDA's proposal would reduce the minimum bricks. That is the measurement of the sugar content in juice. They would change it from a 10.5 to a 10. Now this change might seem like it might make OJ a little healthier, but the Food and Drug Administration says it's actually unlikely to affect the taste or the nutritional value. That's not really the point here. It is aimed to give more flexibility because the Florida citrus industry has been grappling with changes to its crop as it recovers from a citrus-based disease. Now, this proposal begs the question, is it even good for you? Many experts, like the American Academy of Pediatrics, recommend you stick to actual fruit because it contains more fiber than juice. Now, orange juice does contain some important vitamins, but they say, as always, moderation is key.
Our kid's pediatrician used to always say, eat the orange, skip the juice.
That's exactly right. Kids might not like that,
yeah,
though.
Exactly. Thanks, Rihanna.
We're going to turn now to get more on the landmark agreement having it between ESPN and the WWE. Hey,
yeah, there's more media news today, George, from ESPN. We've got our sister company, ESPN. If you or someone you love likes wrestling, you'll want to pay attention and get the ESPN direct-to-consumer service when that's available August 21st. The worldwide leader is acquiring the U.S. broadcast rights to WWE. All of their premium live events will be on the new ESPN streaming service. Select events will be simulcast on ESPN Linear. Those events include WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Money in the Bank, and more. ESPN Chairman Jimmy Pitaro is saying, quote, WWE has an immense, devoted, and passionate fan base that we're excited to super serve on our new ESPN direct-to-consumer platform. This agreement, which features the most significant WWE events of the year, bolsters our unprecedented content portfolio, helps drive our streaming future. Again, August 21st is that launch date, so more ESPN news today.
Thank you. Royal Rumble, what a name.
Yeah, hard to say, it turns out. Royal Rumble.
It's good alliteration, though, Will.
Yeah,
Thank you. Coming up here at our GMA Morning Menu, Dr. Tara Narula is back to break down the new study on ultra-processed foods, how they could be derailing your diet.
Also, Tori is here, and you know that means a lot of fun. She has got some deals and steals for your kitchen and your home and something to throw on the grill, all at least 50% off.
And Heidi Klum takes us behind the scenes of Project Runway, plus Sam is in Florida cruising through Miami and bringing us to some of his favorite spots. Hey, Sam.
It's all on the way. Hey, Rebecca. So Lynn and Joe are here from ABC Miami. We're going to show you a party in just a second. Let's see if I've got this all right. We're going to show you some of the great neighborhoods.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little dancing.
Definitely. That's right.
I require a costume change for all of this. All right, guys, play a little music and we'll be right back.
Hazy day over New York City. We are back now with our GMA cover story about a health alert about ultra-processed foods. A new study finds that cutting them out of your diet could potentially double the rate at which you lose weight. Our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Tara Narula, is back with more. Doc, great to see you on this. So break down what we found here.
Well, this was one of the longest and largest studies of ultra-processed foods. And essentially, they took 50 individuals, mostly women, overweight, obese, in their 40s in the UK, and put them on 2 diets for 8 weeks. One diet was of ultra-processed foods, and one diet was minimally processed foods. And then they looked at how much weight they lost. The individuals on the minimally processed food diet lost about 2% of their weight compared to about 1% on the ultra-processed food diet. In addition, those on the minimally processed diet had less cravings and lost more body fat. Now, researchers say 1%, 2% doesn't sound like a lot, but if you carry that out, they estimate that by the end of a year, on a minimally processed diet, you would lose about 9 to 13% of your body weight compared to about 4 to 5% on the ultra-processed food diet.
That is significant.
It sounds significant.
And this does challenge this idea of calories in, calories out.
Yes, I think a lot of nutritionists and those of us in health would say that a calorie is not a calorie. And I think that's the important concept. Foods are very different in terms of their energy density, their texture, their nutritional value. And so, for example, with ultra-processed foods, they tend to be softer and easier to digest. They're loaded with calories per bite. So essentially, you're eating for a longer time before you actually feel full. They may change your appetite signals and hormones, spike your blood sugar. On the other hand, minimally processed foods tend to have less calories per bite and also are harder in texture. So you're chewing a little bit more, you get fuller faster.
Yeah, and you don't have those cravings, like you said,
Exactly,
from the study.
which is important.
All right, Dr. Narula, thank you. Will?
All right, Rebecca, it is time now for Summer Fun Deals and Steals. Tori Johnson is here with great products for your kitchen and home. They're all from small businesses. They are all at least 50% off. Tori, I'm excited to show off my strength here. These are pretty cool.
Okay, let's do it. So this is Grip Stick, and it's the easiest way to be able to seal in the freshness of things like foods, including dog food. That one right there. So typically, you go ahead.
I'm allowed to lift it?
You're allowed to lift it.
Oh, yeah, I get the wide shot there. Look how strong I am.
Look how
this is
strong
full
you
of
are.
dog
That's
food.
a real,
Look how strong this is, though. That's the thing.
Exactly. And so typically, it's difficult to be able to, once you open that, or whether it's a big bag like dog food or a little bag like cereal, it's difficult to keep it fresh.
Right.
And so this Grip Stick, which literally just goes right across and then allows you to slide it on and off as you wish, keeps it super fresh. We also have a lot of their great cleaning products, new from Grip Stick, things that you can use wet or dry that are going to tackle any mess, typically with just water, as opposed to any harsh chemicals. All of it from Grip Stick Slash and Have starts at just $4.
Fantastic.
Okay, how about if I promised you no mess, no waste, pure organization in your laundry?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what True Earth delivers. These little laundry sheets right here, no waste. So depending on the size of your load, you could use half of that for a small load. You could use 2 of them if you've got an extra large load.
Wait, this is...
That is the detergent.
This is detergent?
Yes, so it is ultra concentrated, pre-measured, no plastic jug needed. So A, you don't have that clutter, and then B, you don't have to worry about disposing of that plastic jug. We've got fragrance-free as well as fresh linen's my favorite. Smell this stack of fresh linen. It's just like nice and subtle. We also have lilac breeze, which is really nice. No matter what you choose,
with fresh linen, but they're both great.
They're both great. They're all great, as well as the fabric softener, everything from True Earth Slash, up to 60% off.
Put a couple of these
There
in the
you
old
go.
pocket there.
All right, something else you're going to want to put in your pocket. Drift. This is one of my favorite car air fresheners. So you get this little clip that's going to go right on the visor of the car, and then you can either exactly. Then you're going to either choose the wood or the stone, and it's magnetic just like this. This is teak. This is it's Michael Strahan and Sal here in the studio's favorite scent.
Oh, I thought you said it smelled like Michael Strahan.
No, it doesn't. But Michael's a car guy, so he knows car stuff.
Yeah.
Teak is, Amber's my favorite. Teak is great. We also have their brand new, their home diffuser set. So it's a plug-in. You get the plug-in device as well as 3 refills. So if you like the scent in your car, you'll really like their home scents as well. Everything from Drift, Slashed in Half.
Fabulous.
The car one, you guys, though, the car one, my favorite.
This might go in the pocket, too.
I know, it is good. Okay, Discover Night. Feel this cooling pillowcase. So we've got 2 options. This is the satin, which you guys all know. This is their cooling one. It is unbelievably cool for sleeping.
Really nice.
It's going to feel great when you sleep. It's also great because they're all friction free, so good, no bed head, no frizz, none of the breakage, all the good stuff. The deals on this are really, really good. 2 of the satin ones, $20, but all of the options, $20 to $40 plus. As Ginger was wondering,
free shipping.
You got it. All right. Then with your cooling pillowcase, you need a really good pillow. This one from Hush is phenomenal. So you see that it's cool to the touch to begin with. It also feels really good. And it's their proprietary mix of shredded memory foam and vegan down. So you get that kind of dreamy feel but on your head, but also the support you like. And then we have their cooling bedding, which is also fabulous. It's a cooling bamboo viscose, so it's moisture wicking, just feels fabulous, and it's 50% off.
Bang.
And then finally, Kansas City Steaks. They've brought us a big variety of packages that Karen has so wonderfully grilled for us. I think that great meals make great memories. They've put together all of their best sellers for us. So we've got fillets, burgers, bratwurst, ribeyes, you name it. There's an option. All the favorites that you guys know and love, and all 50% off.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Tori. We have partnered with these companies on these deals. You can get them on gmadeals.com. And Tori's going to be back tomorrow. You have even more summer fun deals and steals.
We do.
All right.
It never ends.
Fantastic. And
let's head back to Miami for Sam's special tour.
Hey, George, we woke everybody up this morning early. We're in Little Havana. You're going to meet everyone in a minute, but you know Miami's a place that's close to my heart. Lynn, when I got here in the early 80s, it was a sleepy little city, and now look at it now. We're going to take you through all the great neighborhoods that we love. We're going to show you our tour of the city, but first, here are those communities that make the Magic City so very special. Oh, wow. Wow.
Hello, Sam. Welcome to Miami.
When in Miami, you don't just tour the city, you cruise it in style.
All right, let's go.
Today, I'm riding through 3 neighborhoods that capture the beauty, the flavor, and the heartbeat of this city, with Terry Panpere from the American Dream Tour Miami as my guide. First stop, Wynwood. Scott, how are you? What was once a gritty warehouse district is now a canvas that's transformed Miami into one of the world's art capitals. Where do you get the idea to develop a neighborhood that is based on the graffiti art?
Wynwood was the 3rd largest garment district in the United States, and it fell on hard times. And when it fell on hard times, the artists really took over. My father-in-law, he was all about understanding the DNA of the neighborhood. He did say, let's make the neighborhood about the art.
Wynwood isn't shy. It explodes with color, creativity, and cultural impact.
Asking me which one is my favorite is like asking me which of my children are my favorite.
Brickell is really the mini Manhattan of the South.
Our next stop shows just how Miami has evolved. Welcome to Brickell, the city's financial powerhouse and its fastest growing skyline.
It's the highest concentration of financial institutions in the country, more than Wall Street.
Back on the road, we head into the heart of tradition and the rhythm of Little Havana.
Very colorful place. A lot of Cuban restaurant, Cuban cigar factory, guayabera shops, whatever you like Cuban, it's here.
At Domino Park, the game is serious and the stories are deep.
Domino Park is iconic in several different ways. And what's happening here is Cuban double 9 dominoes. This is a very typical pastime. It started here in Little Havana.
And of course, you need something sweet. At Azucar, the flavors tell a story one scoop at a time.
Well, our best seller is the Abuela Maria. Our second is Café con Leche, Cuban coffee and Oreos. And Mantecado is our Cuban vanilla. It's like an eggnog kind of taste. Very, very good and unique. Love it very much. We always wanted the Cubans to come back and to taste a bit of home.
Here we are.
All right. You must be Fidel. And to get party appropriate for this morning's celebration at Ball and Chain, well, I need a proper look. What do I need?
First thing you need a guayabera.
I don't know what to like. I like it all.
Let's start with this. You see that button? It just puts a little pep in your step. You see the difference?
I look like you.
You look like a campeón. You know what campeón means? It's champion in Spanish. This is your classic Cuban attire.
I love this. Here in Miami, the past and the future live side by side in every mural, melody, and bite. All right, sleeve pop is important to get the shirt to fit right. So we're at the iconic Ball and Chain. Liz Martinez here, Joe Rotes is here from ABC Miami, the heart of Little Havana right here. Yeah. This place has had incredible performers.
Oh my God, Ball and Chain is the place to go for sexy live music, a lot of warmth.
Great food.
Great
Chet Baker's
food.
been here.
Yeah.
We also
Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday's been here. Renee is one of our dancers this morning, and also is Isabella. So Renee, let's talk a little bit about the flavor. What do you hope that people get out of the moment when they're here?
Well, Ball and Chain is really a melting pot of Miami culture. When you come looking for the heartbeat of Miami, you come to Ball and Chain. We have the best live music, spectacular dance shows. Not only that, we also have amazing food and the best mojito.
We're gonna wait. I had to pause for that. So we'll do that post show. So you guys were working last night, right? And then you had to get ready for today.
Yes.
All right. It's all gonna happen here. Lynn, this neighborhood, Calle Ocho, just tell me about the significance. We've been able to kind of save it and protect it in its vibe.
Well, like Renee said, I mean, this is the heart of Miami. Little Havana, especially Calle Ocho, 8th Street, is the place to go. You cannot not go to Miami and not visit this place because there's so much warmth, there's a lot of energy, there's sexiness in the air.
Oh, yeah.
It's always like a few degrees hotter here.
Yeah.
A little extra humidity, which is great for your skin. It's amazing. And just everybody is so warm,
I have known you and loved you for many, many, many years. And your newest anchor partner, Joe. Let's talk about your favorite favorite Miami must go to when you're here?
Must do. I mean, we love to eat. We love to listen to music. So you do something like the South Beach Wine and Food Festival.
Absolutely.
A huge party on the sand down on South Beach. There's Ultra Music Festival. Happens every year. Great to go listen to some music. And if you like art, you like culture, we love to go down to Wynwood Walls. There's plenty to walk around and see and do down there.
All right.
And dancing on the beach, you know, it's just like a moment. You're with all your people, and you're like, I can't believe I live here.
It's
so
one of the few places, right, where they can put a dance floor on the beach under the stars, the live music. It's pretty incredible. I feel like we need a little performance and a little music. Is everybody ready? Guys, everybody ready? Are you ready to do your thing?
Yeah.
Let's show America how we do it in Miami. All right, guys, let's go.
I'm feeling the Sam vibes.
He is, and Sam's going to be back in Miami tomorrow. He's going to show us the ultimate insider's guide to South Florida. And coming up behind the scenes of The Devil Wears Prada 2, Pop News is coming up.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
Welcome back to Will Reeves. This is your fourth time today? Third time? Fifth, maybe?
Hang as long as you need. Yeah, let's do it.
Tell us about Big Shakespeare.
Yeah. Well, actually, now we're switching from media to movie news here. Box office blockbuster headed to streaming. We're talking about our friends, Lilo and Stitch, of course, the dynamic duo, surfing their way to the small screen and into our homes. Disney announcing the movie will be available to stream on Disney Plus beginning Wednesday, September 3rd. And remember, it's that live-action take on the animated classic. It had a record Memorial Day weekend when it came out in theaters, and then rode the wave to become the first billion-dollar grosser of 2025. A sequel is officially in the works. Mark your calendars, grab your Ohana, enjoy Stitch and his antics on Disney Plus starting September 3rd.
I know a 6-year-old who is very excited about this. Yes.
Okay. I still haven't seen it, but now that it's coming to streaming, I will.
You will.
And in more movie news, the gift that keeps on giving, set photos from The Devil Wears Prada 2. The cast has been spotted and snapped filming scenes all over New York since production started last month. We have even more from the set to share now. That's Anne Hathaway. She is coming back as Andy Sachs. She was photographed filming a scene alongside Patrick Baumel. He's believed to be her love interest in this sequel. And we know that the fashion is its own character in The Devil Wears Prada cinematic universe. So, Deborah Roberts, this is for you.
Particularly. What is it?
We did some digging. We found out that Anne is wearing a Rabanne.
Paco Rabanne.
Metallic mesh midi dress there.
I don't know.
Midi dress there. And you'll be able to see all the amazing looks on the big screen. We need to get you a cameo.
I know. I'm trying to find them around
town. Just go lurk around there.
Just keep saying things.
Yeah.
I'm going to crash.
Put her in the movie.
I'm going to crash.
Now we know what makes you a stalker.
Exactly. The Devil Wears Prada 2 hits theaters in May next year, so you know what that means. Florals for spring.
Groundbreaking. By all means,
that was
move
my
at a glacial pace.
Yeah, that was
oh my gosh,
Miranda Priestley impression. We do have more to get to, though, here finally this morning. We have some Disney nostalgia for you. Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis went to Australia for the Freakier Friday premiere in Sydney, and on the red carpet, Lohan had a real life-size reunion with Tyra Banks. Fans will remember the two starred together in the 2000 Disney movie. Banks played Eve. It was a doll come to life. And there's plenty more nostalgia in store. Freakier Friday reviews are starting to come in. People are loving it. Entertainment Weekly calling the sequel that millennials deserve. And Rotten Tomatoes saying the film is laugh out loud. The body swap comedy debuts 22 years after the original. Freakier Friday is in theaters nationwide this Friday.
Oh, cool.
So looking forward to it.
There you go. That's it.
Hey, will we see you again?
Yes, I'll be back. I heard Heidi Klum's here. I'll be here. Don't worry.
We've been waiting for this all morning. The Emmy Award-winning host of Project Runway, Heidi Klum. Come on out.
Great seeing you. Oh, Ma. You're fabulous.
Check out this look.
I
How amazing is it? Isn't it fabulous?
We love it. We were just talking about this, by the way, because we had 3 contestants on recently, and America chose this look from Bologna.
Yes, and
what do
thank
you
you so
think?
much for choosing this because I'm loving this look. I love the polka dots. I love the sheer sleeves.
The denim.
Isn't it so cute?
Yeah, is it 1 piece or 2?
It's 2. It's a skirt and then a top.
Beautiful.
Right?
Beautiful.
Well
Yes.
done, and in GMA colors too.
Oh my gosh, what do you think of it? You like it overall?
I love
though?
it too. I mean, I don't want to be biased and say I would have picked it too, you know, because the others also did like a really great look. But thanks to everyone for voting this one. I love this. I feel very snatched, as they say.
By the way, you smell amazing. Are you like
Thank
the perfume?
you.
Whatever perfume you're wearing smells
A
phenomenal.
lot. I always put a lot on.
It smells so good.
Thank you. A lot of different things. It's like a concoction of different things.
So you stepped away from Project Runway back in 2017.
Yes.
Why come back?
Well, you know, as they say in fashion, one day you're in, the next day you're out, and in my case, you're back in again. You know, this is just how it goes. You know, I started the show, I helped sell the show, I love the show. It's my first TV baby. So after many, many years, I thought I'm going to come back.
And we're so happy you have. We're also thrilled you convinced Sofia Vergara. You made some kind of deal with her to come on the show and be a guest judge?
Well, because she's like, what is it? She's like, well, what if I'm not going to like it? I might not like it. And I was like, okay, if you don't like it, then I'm going to always wear flats every time when I'm like with you because she hates nothing more than being shorter than me. It's like her thing. So when we both have heels on and I'm a little bit taller, she doesn't love it. So I was like, okay, if you really hate the look or you know, if there's nothing you can find, this is going to be my promise, pinky swear promise. I'm always going to be like looking shorter, wearing flats.
And you're in
everywhere
heels
we go.
today, so it's good news.
It is good news.
It's good news.
It's also, you strike me as someone who would know exactly how many days away Halloween is. Do you know?
How many is it? 96 maybe?
86, very close. But you got to get ready because you're well known for your next level costumes.
And
Can we get a hint? What are we going with this year? Anything we can find out?
Last year, my husband and I, we were E.T., which was like literally one of the hardest. I've been a worm before, where it was very claustrophobic, and I fell down for all the interviews, which was kind of hard. And I was like, just don't leave me there because I can't get up otherwise, you know, because I was like tied down inside of this. But E.T. was harder because this whole head, having this head here in the front and having this all carry on your neck, I thought it was going to snap off any minute. So this year, I'm going to be very, very ugly.
Oh, I don't think that's possible.
Because I think E.T. was very, very cute, so it's time to be really gory and really ugly.
Okay. Only 86 days until we get to
do you already know and you're not telling her?
Oh,
you don't
yeah,
know yet?
no, of course I know.
But
Yes.
she's not going to tell us.
No,
You
I have
start
to be a
planning
surprise.
like November 1, you start planning for the year ahead?
Basically the next day, yeah. Halloween, the next day, the wheel is spinning. And I have an amazing artist, Mike Marino. He's made so many of my costumes in the past, and they have to do prosthetics. So a lot of things have to be built, and that takes time.
And
I
you
just
go-
roll in on the day.
And you go
and I just
all
let
out,
him do
though.
this for like 14 hours on me.
Oh, man.
You go
It
all
takes
out,
a
though.
long
Have you
time.
always loved Halloween?
Well, this is going to be, I think, my 25th year.
Oh,
I first came to New York and I was like, where is the big Halloween party? Like, how come no one really dresses up and people are always too cool to dress up? So I was like, someone needs to set the bar here. So I thought, I'm going to do a Halloween party. And every year, the outfits went crazier and crazier. In the beginning, I was kind of doing my own hair and makeup, and I'm not that skilled, so it wasn't as fabulous. But then as the years went on, and I met so many amazing artists in the industry, you know, I was like, ooh, wow, you did Planets of the Apes? I'm like, can I be one? So then, you know, I found all these amazing people, and then they did, you know, all that amazing prosthetics to me, and the costumes just went bigger and better.
And you inspire all of us now to do more.
Thank you.
I was Winnie the Pooh once for Halloween. I didn't step my game up. Once meaning like a couple years ago.
Well, that can also be very good. Winnie
Bro,
the
I
Pooh
gotta
can be
warn you,
very
you're
good.
on GMA now. You say something like that, you're gonna be dressed up as Winnie the Pooh this Halloween.
That's fine. I look good.
We'll get you some honey.
We could also recycle because now also it's all about recycling your clothes. You could be my worm next year. If it
Sure,
fits you.
that's right.
You can borrow that.
I'm
I
also
still have it.
claustrophobic, but for you, anything.
Thank you for coming in. Project Runway airs Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern on Freeform, streams the next day on Hulu and Disney+. We also want to give special thanks to Mood Fabric for helping with Heidi's outfit.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we are turning now to comedian and writer Kat Sadler. Her critically acclaimed TV series, Such Brave Girls, won the Best Scripted Comedy and Emerging Talent at the BAFTA Awards. The show is back for a new season, and Kat is joining us now.
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome. We do a little clap sometimes. I'm trying to make the clap happen. It's so great to see you, Kat. Tell us a little bit, for those who don't know, a little bit about this series.
Okay, so Such Brave Girls is like a sitcom, but it's about trauma.
Yes.
And it's about me and my sister and our mum and like the mad things we get up to in the house, and like we're all like narcissists.
And your sister is your real life sister. You go by different names in the show, but she is your real life sister. That has to be kind of fun, but maybe complicated at times, working with your sister. I have a sister. I love my sister so much. Working with her, that would be a different thing.
Right? Yeah. I feel like we weren't that close before we made the show, so I feel like we've worked out a really good dynamic, but season 1 we did argue a lot. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but now you're getting into it. How much of real life do you draw on for this show?
Well, legally I can't say for sure, but I can
This is
tell
based
you
on a true
more
story.
than not. Yeah, it's based on a true story. But yeah, all the trauma is real.
We have to take a look at a clip.
What's going on with your face?
I'm happy.
The state of it. A medical mystery. Like, your mouth's doing the right thing, but your eyes are trying to call the Samaritans. Happy? Troubling. Okay, stop, it's scary.
Oh, that was very funny.
Thank you so much.
You've performed now for so many years of your life. It has to be an incredible thing to be a part of this series now, to be a creator of something that has such traction and so many fans.
It's bizarre. I think we can't believe it. It's so surreal. Like, yeah, it's crazy to even be here. I feel so lucky.
Well, we're lucky to have you here. And also, speaking of lucky, you deserved it, so it wasn't lucky, but you won the BAFTA. What was that experience like, to be recognized on that massive stage?
The most surreal night of our lives. We were not expecting it. Like, Lou, who plays our mum, her shoes were off. Like, we all were like just not prepared. And then they said our show and we were like, what? And I remember thinking I have to think of a speech now, like from the journey from my chair to the stage, and I was like, I don't know what to say.
What'd you come up with?
I literally just said, writing's really hard. And that's it.
Was there anyone in the audience you caught eyes with that was a big moment for you?
Sharon Horgan, who does Bad Sisters. I saw her and I was like, oh my God, if she's watched the show, I'll just die.
I'm sure she has. Most people have. This is a big hit.
Oh my God, that's amazing. It's so surreal.
You also do delve a little bit into real life, your own mental health journey as a part of this.
Totally, yeah, that was like really important to it, and I kind of wanted to be refreshing and different about the way that we talk about it, because like lots of shows try and tackle it, but they're very gentle and sensitive, which is great and works for some people, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be like, this is how we actually talk about it, you know? Because if you're too sensitive, I think people can be embarrassed, and I didn't want people to feel that way. I want them to see it as it is, which is real and messy.
Right, which then helps people as they go through their own journeys to see someone like you making jokes, but also moving forward, and by making the show, you are also...
Exactly, because it's less scary when you can laugh at it.
Right.
And that was kind of my whole thing.
If you can name the thing and make it funny. I saw on your Instagram, your little like profile says, I write comedy for mentally unwell people.
Yes, exactly.
That's a very specific lane to be in, but it seems to be helping people, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. If I can help anyone, that's my job done.
So what's your one piece of advice to young women who are looking at you right now thinking, I want to do this?
Oh my gosh, just someone should do it, and it could be you know? I mean, like, don't not do it because you're worried about not fitting in, because like I feel like there's always a window. Just find your voice and do it. Like, I think anyone can do it. I feel like I didn't come from this world. My mum is so shocked that we've done this and made it, and I think it's just testament to like, yeah, don't be put off.
Here, Kat Sadler, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Such Brave Girls is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. Thanks again. Coming up here, Wednesday stars Emma Myers and Joy Sunday are here.
We are back now with two of the stars of Wednesday, one of the biggest shows right now on TV. Joy Sunday plays Bianca Barclay, and Emma Myers plays Enid Sinclair, and season 2 is finally here, ladies. Good morning. You both just said this is so exciting, and your characters are so fun to watch. Joy, let's start with you, because your character, Bianca, has had kind of a change, you know? She started off with Wednesday being a little bit competitive, and you said that this season is actually going to be darker. How so?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think across the board, the story is just so much more expansive, and I think we're really daring to go there. But especially for Bianca, we're really, you know, pulling back the veil on her history, and so, you know, it's quite packed, and she has a lot to deal with this season. So I'm really excited for everyone to see that.
Yeah. So many people are looking forward to this. And Emma, your character is very bubbly, and I think I read where it's kind of the opposite of you, because you're a little more introverted. So it really challenged you. And in this world of darkness, how do you find that bubbliness?
Oh, I don't know. Enid's just such a fun character to play. I think she's so lovely because I'm the exact opposite from her. I just love being the little source of light there is in this dark show, and it's so fun to play that, especially opposite Jenna, who is the complete darkness. Yeah, I don't know. I love it. I enjoy it so much.
Well, Jenna was here earlier this week, and she actually has a question for you two. Let's take a look.
Okay, Emma and Joy, I have a question for you. If you could be stuck in detention with any character or student from Nevermore, who would it be? And why isn't it Wednesday?
Why isn't it Wednesday?
I think we'd end up in a tussle,
I feel like
maybe.
Wednesday was the one who would put me there, so.
Ooh, that's a good answer. I'd have to say probably Ajax. I mean, I do end up in detention with him anyway, so.
That's a good answer. Maybe I'd probably pick Agnes, because she's invisible and could probably get me out of it.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. You two both said that you're just so excited for you know, everybody's so thrilled about this show. What are you surprised at how much it's really taken off and how much people are talking about it? Because you said you weren't even touring as much in the very beginning, and now you are.
No, yeah, I think this time around we're really kind of blown away at the reception before it's even come out.
Yeah,
it's
there's
amazing.
a much bigger audience for it now. So, I mean, season 1 we just did a junket and a premiere, and that was it. And then now it's global and it's insane, and there's so many people coming out to see us. It's crazy.
And
this one shot in Ireland.
Yes.
This time around in Dublin.
We talked about Catherine Zeta-Jones. You see her there, and she was here this week, and she talked about her character and peeling it away, and she's going to have a bigger role. You just said, Emma, what a woman. What is it like playing opposite her?
Gosh, she's incredible. Every time she walks into a room, I'm just like
marveled.
I love her. She's got such great advice. She's always so amazing to act against. I'm in awe of her.
You said, I think, Joy, someplace I read that you said that your character has sort of taught you a lot about family, sort of leaning into those who care about you and love you. How so?
Well, you know, when we first meet Bianca, she's very confident and self-assured, but in this season, she's really having to face a lot of the pressures coming from the outside world, outside of her school. And she tries to shoulder that alone because she's known as this person who's supposed to be able to do it all. And I think, you know, concurrently with shooting, I was kind of going through the same thing where I was realizing it's actually necessary for me to lean on my loved ones and on my community because it makes me stronger at the end of the day. And so it was really beautiful getting to learn and understand that side by side with Bianca.
Well, you're both just beautiful. It is so great to see the success you're having, and your Instagram and your social media has blown up. So, so many eyes on you this week. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Great to meet you both. Well, you can watch Wednesday Season 2, Part 1 right now, and Part 2 on September 3rd, only on Netflix.
We got over the Wednesday hump.
Yes, we did. And for more news, you can check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+. Have a great Wednesday.